It's a UFC light heavyweight division collision. All right, so here he is, one of the best boxers on this. To be contested under the Marquess of Queensberry rules. It would be no contest, but we got an MMA fight here.
We would be talking about a one-round fight because there are no fighters in the UFC that can compete with this guy in that one form of combat. Such a great jab, the head movement. It's never on a line. He's constantly going left to right, right to left. It's like a triangle. He's moving. You can never see a stationary target in his approach. And what I truly love about him is his ability to really dig that left body shot to try and find the liver in fight. You don't see knockouts like that very often. This man has done this a number of times in the UFC.
The sweet science. Some people think boxing is simple. It is anything but. This fighter has certainly mastered it. Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts. With respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists, this guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of men.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre. Right. He does a phenomenal job of getting from step 1 to step 2 before his opponent even realizes, now he's been on my leg. And if they do get their hits back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep, or a headlock, or an inside sweep. There's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks about it. Ready. Working off that jab again. How's your jab?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab, but you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most
just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
And there he is after a massive knockout here tonight. Near perfect execution and a seminal moment for us here in the octagon tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop for this contest at 1 minute, 34 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by...
The victory's super realistic too. I'm gonna fight. I learned how to play.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division collision. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away. Because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if you can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. Latifi is 10 years his senior. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 197 pounds. Dynamite! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 15 wins, 8 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Malmo, Sweden, Ilir, the Sledgehammer Latifi! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready. Ready to fight.
Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both. Whoa! Oh, straight right.
He's giving him so many different things right now.
And they're exchanging leather early. He's got him hurt here. Vicious combo there. Back to the feet. And just like that, the fight is over.
Holy smokes! What a performance!
Yes, sir, it goes into the books as a first-round win by knockout, near-perfect execution. The technique was absolutely gorgeous, and again, when you catch a guy early, maybe you're getting him cold before he's had a chance to work up a sweat or even get into the fight a little bit, those strikes can have a bigger effect, and it certainly did here tonight. So a strong candidate for some bonus money there. A huge knockout for him here tonight. Near perfect execution. They'll be talking about this result for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called to stop this contest at 54 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Dynamite!
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce.
He's going to be smiling for a really long time. When you get a knockout like that, not only do you get the win, you also, most times, walk away with a $50,000 bonus check.
Coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division encounter. Well, we really don't see a lot of guys in MMA with boxing skills on this level. He certainly could have gone on to great things as a professional boxer, but he believes he has the best hands in the sport, and he will be looking to prove as much here tonight.
And he has the background to prove that, right? He's not saying something that is not true. He does have the ability to say that. He can't say he has the best hands in the game because he has shown it. And when you watch him box, when you watch a guy go into a fight with this young man and think that it does not matter what his credentials are, he is going to stand with him and prove that he's better, they usually will go to sleep because no action is wasted. The jab starts it all. He fights behind his beautiful, educated jab, jabbing high, jabbing low, and then the overhand right is unbelievable. It's his kill shot, he calls it, and he lands it all the time.
Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that arm.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, so the fight is underway. We will see how it plays out. It's a pick'em fight according to Las Vegas, and really hard to think of a weakness that we've seen on film from either guys in their UFC careers thus far.
I feel like both of these guys are the top of the food chain. They're the best of the best that we can put inside the octagon. They are so well-rounded. They have every skill, and that is going to be on display tonight in this key matchup.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
Nice job, Lane.
Whoa! Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might be out. That lands a good combination. Back to the feet. There is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
And there he is, all smiles. What a huge knockout he turned in here tonight. That is one they'll be talking about for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 1 minute, 33 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Dynamite!
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. What a massive knockout for him to get this win in style tonight.
He did everything he needed to do to find the knockout. Now he can celebrate with his family and friends as they earn this spectacular victory.
He got a bag in his bag now. I gotta check and say less. Don't you know everything live now? If it ain't put it to rest. What you talking about? Ben, hope on A. On 20, no maybes. Wanna talk to the drinks up? Yeah, that is
Coming up next, a matchup for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. All right, here he is, making his way to the octagon and looking to leave as the new UFC light heavyweight champion. He is the #1 ranked 205-pound contender and is finally realizing the title fight here tonight. He believes he has a lot of advantages in this fight. He believes he's the better man. Look at the confidence on his face. No UFC jitters for this man. He is out to prove tonight that this champion is a one-trick pony and that he is the best light heavyweight on the planet. We'll see if he can turn those words into actions here in short order. Well, he has joined a long list of Hall of Fame types: Chuck Liddell, John Jones, Daniel Cormier. Now this man is the hunted at 205 pounds. He is the UFC light heavyweight champion. He has defended the belt. He has proven without a shadow of a doubt that he's the best 205er in the world. A lot of momentum with the challenger here tonight, though. A lot of people think we're getting a new champion. The champion is not among those. We'll see if this man can walk out the same way he walked in as the undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. So these fighters relatively close in age, just a year apart, and they both possess a similar height and reach. All right, just about ready to go here now for the particulars. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Miragliotta. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out O2 Arena in London, England, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 27 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Donetsk, Ukraine, presenting the challenger, Nikita Al Capone Krylov. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 197 pounds. Presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed light heavyweight champion, Dynamite.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, surround your corners, come out fighting.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready? You ready?
Round 1 is upon us between two of the best fighters in this division. Hard to find anything resembling a glaring weakness on either side when you break it.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as well-rounded as they come. They both can wrestle, both can grapple, both can strike. They can do it all. And these are the matchups that we dream of as MMA fans. That left hand. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to obtain that finish.
They're certainly getting after it early. Out of range with that one. All right, so he lands another jab now, just snapping that thing off.
I believe that.
Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
And now he lands a combination. Oh! Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 33 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Dynamite!
And still the UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, and you want to talk about style points. How about the knockout in defense of his title here tonight? I don't know that I've ever seen that type of reaction out of his corner. They're usually measured and tempered, but they wanted this one in the worst way. They got it, they got the finish, and the celebration is officially on. Congrats to the 205-pound king.
Shopper, mannequin, flow scorched the benches like it's Anakin. Smoking cannabis, but ain't no journals that I'm handling. Like, who brings a composition to the competition? There's gonna be some consequences when I'm. Now let me turn it to the judge and throw the book out. There's queuing on the Barbie like a cookout. This rhyme is dedicated to every MC I took out, and ones that got the best in me, so all y'all look out. Hey, yo, I chef mad flavors. Bitches, the energy is like a lifesaver. Shave it off the top, it's sorta like a lightsaber. He's greater. When they mention I, definition of the fly. And that's why I don't write rhymes, I write checks. Might rewrite your life if the price set. Might check 1 2 1 2. It's the Denzel coming out of the zoo. Carrot City, what I breed. Dissect the flow so you can see what I bleed. Put it all together and it forms to one thing. Captain Planet, I'm on my packing cannons to crack Atlantis. It's so incredible. Underdid like an archaeologist, or I use common sense for you to comprehend. I'ma get loose like a barbed wire fence, sister. Significant, never frivolous, mister. It's the man of the hour. Super confident, and my clothes yell it louder. And if it don't compute, then I got to reroute ya. Dressing all black like a bouncer. Eye for an eye, now I got an eye gouger. Life been a bitch like a blue nose schnauzer. Outcome. Not a crip, but still throw the C up. Go back to the hood when my net worth and my fee up. Bars harder than the morning, trying to pee up. I'm trying to say the be us, you just gotta believe us. That we about to shake the whole globe, so I don't write rhymes, I write checks. Might rewrite your life if the price set. The hard couple, the best by far. Represent. Cut things you never heard of. Still wins.
What is perfect? I mean, red light, green light.
I can swallow a bottle of alcohol in her. Feel like Godzilla. Better hit the deck like the Cardzilla. My whole squad's
running, rushing, blood spilling, tears are pouring. It seems the well is never filled. Mentally exhausted, overworking, take another pill or to keep the owner of the corporation stacking billions.
These corporations manipulating our daily lives, got us exasperated, working time to end up at a 9 to 5 and work you till you want the seat without a single moment for peace.
Never still, it just keeps rolling down the hill. Nobody tries to stop it. They'll get a copy, get you killed. You'll be a trending topic, a cog up in the wheel, a sacrifice to the cult of death being built.
Caught up in the matrix, virtual digital minds. We don't memorize phone numbers or directions when we drive. We don't even have to go shopping to get our food and buy things. We only push a button. We don't even have to try.
Can't even lift an eye away from my phone. Talking to Instagram live just so I don't feel alone. Flooding my Twitter feed with my deepest feelings and thoughts. My page is public, but my sense of conversation is blocked. I validate myself through followers just to feel important. Instead of living in the moment, I'd much rather record it. Nobody knows my first name, but know my Snapchat handle. I'm just a millennial, trapped in social media standards. C-O-N-I-C, oppression within an effort. C-O-N, to own the rights of my expression. C-O-N-I-C, oppression influence the feeling. C-O-N, to wipe out opinions we are and the meaning of the
Shelling out melodies at feverish frequencies, funding boardroom salaries that pay me in exposure. No penalties when they're late paying me, no benefits seen, just liens that lead to home foreclosure. Advertisement revenue, everything that you consume, more for them, less for you. They do all the sorting, try to figure out ways to make you feel important, while they keep robbing you blind, hold extortion.
In some sense, that's the power of the internet. On the other hand, that's a perfect formula for the dark side.
This is our generation's form of nuclear power. How we deal with this will be the stuff of history.
C-O-N-I-C, oppression within an effort. C-O-N, to own the rights of my expression. C-O-N-I-C, oppression influence the feeling. C-O-N, to wipe out opinions we are and the meaning of conformity.
I've been waiting my whole life, drifting slowly through the night. People bear me now, move without a sound, the shadow of a doubt. We see it from the underground. Feet don't fail me now, move without a sound, the shadow of a doubt. We see it from the underground. Coming to your door, about to take my money. Talk that shit, boy, I don't mean nothing. Moving with the jack, cause I hang out with the juggies. The government, cause they never gonna love me. Everybody running. Smile to your face, but they all want something. Coming to your door, about to take my money. The government, cause they never gonna love me. Get up. Blood still rising from the snow. Watch the sky fall from below. Feet don't bear me now, move without a sound, the shadow of a doubt. We see it from the underground. Feet don't bear me now, move without a sound, the shadow of a doubt. We see it from the underground. Coming to your door, about to take my money. Talk that shit, boy, I don't mean nothing. Moving with the jack, cause I hang out with the juggies. The government, cause they never gonna love me. Everybody
I roll out with no cash on me, calm now with no mash on me. Stay away from these ashy youths where they come around and get ash on me. That's 5,000 capacity, 5,000 capacity. Then spread that over the UK and then add it up and get back to me. You pussy hoes not back for me. Madman, they go mad for me. When they gas you up like you're good enough to be clashing me. Oh, please stop harassing me. Charge me up and put gas in me. Them little fish wanna try ting. Oh man, the audacity. I got girl in my inbox sending me eyes. Living on the edge to the end of our lives.
Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. So here is your guy, Funky Ben Askren, one of the most accomplished collegiate wrestlers of all time when it comes to pinfalls. This is a guy whose skill set has translated very well to mixed martial arts, and a very interesting UFC debut for Ben Askren. You have it no other way. Ben Askren won that fight against Robbie Lawler in the most Ben Askren type of way. Yes. With a bulldog choke. He got slammed on his head, didn't go out, got up and got a bulldog choke to finish. A two-time Hodge Trophy winner in wrestling, which is essentially the heist. He won that 2 years in a row on the Olympic team. I would wrestle Ben Askren myself when we were at the Olympic Games in Beijing, and you cannot understand the strength and the awkwardness of Ben Askren until you have felt it. He is truly a special athlete. Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts. With respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists, this guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of men. Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre. Right. He does a phenomenal job of getting from step one to step two before his opponent even realizes now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hip back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep or a headlock or an inside trip. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time. And a lot of fighters talk about that. You ready? All right, crowd getting excited as this fight gets underway, and you hate to call any fighter on this UFC roster a specialist. But on one side, you have a definite striker taking on a true five-tool player. And you see a guy in the striker who knows exactly who he is. He knows where the fight needs to be. He knows what he has to do in order to be successful. Let's see if he can keep his opponent off of him. Beautiful strike. Well, he's got the longer reach, and he certainly showed it there in landing that straight punch. Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight. He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully. And they're exchanging leather early. Oh, look at him land another jab there. He's certainly using that weapon effectively here tonight. The most effective weapon in all of boxing, in all of combat. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Oh! Whoa! Oh, he might be out. Nice head movement to slip the left hand. Can't take many of those. You better check. Blow the fight. It was absolutely perfect, John. Great placement for that uppercut. Offensive fight. Nice job to block the shot there. Oh! All up. Oh, such a natural jab, and there it is again as he gets the hand right to the target. I mean, right to the target, John. It's like a dude sitting there with a red target on his nose, just getting beat up, hit bullseye after bullseye after bullseye. I love his ability to feint once and then throw that jab right behind it. It's nasty. So he
Holy smokes!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
And there he is after the huge knockout turned in tonight. Near perfect execution and one of the bigger highlights of his UFC career.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 45 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout dynamite!
So the celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. A monumental result tonight as he gets the win by knockout.
He spoke it into existence. He said over and over to anyone that'll listen, I am going...
What is perfect? I mean, I've been overworking for weeks. I go home and practice some things that I know will not fill my needs. I've been dosing for
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. All right, so here he is, one of the better ground and pound guys we have in the sport here at present. There's just an efficiency and an accuracy to the way he approaches the ground strikes. No wasted motion out of this guy.
Oh, it's an art form, John. It's the way that he goes at his opponents, and the moment they hit the mat, he secures it.
Oh, it's on.
He doesn't rush. He takes his time. He knows that it does not take much in order to finish a fight. So he'll find his posture. He doesn't waste time with his head in the chest just punching. He finds posture. Once he finds posture, he can get momentum to land the big strikes. Then he moves position. And then he goes and he finds another strike. Before long, you see his opponent's face swelling. You see the eyes all split open and beat. It's truly, truly amazing to watch him and watch his approach to ground and pound.
And great cardio allows.
You ready?
All right, so the fight is underway. We will see how it plays out. It's a pick-em fight according to Las Vegas, and really hard to think of a weakness that we have seen on film from either guys in their UFC careers.
I feel like both of these guys are the top of the food chain. They're the best of the best that we can put inside the octagon. They are so well-rounded. They have every skill, and that is going to be on display tonight in this key matchup.
Well, you saw us referencing the tail to take, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that jab. All right, so he lands another jab now, just snapping that thing off, DC.
I believe that the jab was lost in mixed martial arts initially, but now it has been found, and it's been found by this young man in this octagon tonight.
All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range.
Brunson's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
Big kick land.
And he landed the right hand there.
Look at that leg. Look at that leg.
Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. I have a novel idea. Maybe the opponent should try to check one of these.
He's got to try to check him, but he can't, John, because there's no windup. There's no tell. And when he feels his opponent is getting a beat on his leg kicks, he'll just pop a jab up. Get the hands up to block the face, blast the leg kick on the bottom. It's unbelievable to watch a guy. That is so diverse and has such a great understanding of landing these leg kicks.
Oh, and there he goes again, working off that beautiful jab to keep his...
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Let's finish this fight.
Back to the feet.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Oh, straight right. Man. Oh, huge right hand.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Unbelievable.
Whoa! It's over. He got him. What a fight.
Sequoia running from a paranoia. Hollywood want me to come and live and die in California. I ain't going out like River Phoenix. I wanna enjoy all of the spoils. I'm a golden boy like Oscar De La Hoya. I'm a soldier. Dressed up like it's the end of October. Blowing Doja in the streets with Manny Fresh down in the new I told you.
Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that arm.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. All right, so here he is, the Nigerian Nightmare, and you can also now call him the UFC welterweight champion. He had to go 10-0 in the UFC to finally realize that UFC belt, beat Tyron Woodley, and establish himself as the standard at 170 pounds.
And he never lost track of what was out in front of him. Even though he had to win 10 fights, Kamaru Usman understood that he would do whatever it took to become UFC champion. And when he got that opportunity, it was the wrestling, the cardio, and the ability to follow the game plan set out in front of him by Henry Hooft and Greg Jones that allowed him to blank Tyron Woodley on the scorecard and win that welterweight championship. Unbelievable performance by Usman.
Truly one of the hardest workers in the game, and if you watch that Woodley fight, you get the sense that it is going to take a Herculean effort for somebody to dethrone the new hunted at 170 pounds, Kamaru Usman. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age. Some differences in height and reach as well.
Are you ready?
All right, so here we are back at the Crew here in the tri-state area, Newark, New Jersey. Big UFC live event coming up here tonight. And this event doesn't get as many shows as it used to because of the New York legislation, but certainly they come out when the UFC's in town.
Before the UFC was able to go to Madison Square Garden, we went to the Prudential Center. It was as close as we could get, and the fans always showed up. It is a great arena and a place for great fights. Oh! He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He is getting lit up right now, John.
All right, first round is up.
Wow!
You wonder if the offensive fighters can start to get frustrated here. Most, if not all of these shots are getting blocked.
They're getting blocked because he's fighting one of the best defensive fighters in the UFC. Nice looping punch.
Well, a lot of people think he might have the best jab in this division, certainly using it effectively. Oh!
Oh, he's hurt.
Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up.
He's out! All right, coming up next, a matchup to determine the baddest man on the planet. The UFC heavyweight title is on the line. All right, so here he is, the inimitable last style bender, Israel Adesanya, still undefeated as a mixed martial artist. DC, you tried to bring him in to emulate John Jones back in the day, and he's such a meticulous, thoughtful guy that he said no because Luke Rockhold was in that gym and he thought he might have to fight him.
He knew that at some point he would reach Luke Rockhold in his division, so he said, you know what? I want to help you, DC, but I can't because of what's going to happen going forward in my career. He did not want to put Luke or himself in such an awkward situation. How about forward thinking? How about forward thinking that would have come to pass only a few short years later? But in Israel Adesanya, you also have the mentality, but the fighting ability to become a UFC champion in only 12, 13 months.
All right, so here he is making his way to the octagon for another heavyweight title defense. This has been the baddest man on the planet now for several years, and he has taken on all comers more often than not, leaving them twitching on the canvas, knockout power for days. The question is tonight, with a challenge like this, can he walk out the way he came in as the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world? Tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. 4 years, the difference in age between these two fighters. Some differences in height and reach. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Bergliata. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 20 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 197 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Dynamite.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
They touch him up, and we are underway. Round one is upon us between two of the best fighters in this division. Hard to find anything resembling a glaring weakness on either side when you break down the fight.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as well-rounded as they come. They both can wrestle, both can grapple.
Beautiful combination, he knocks him down. Back to the feet. Oh, beautiful jab by him there, really taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. Some fighters don't check a lot of leg kicks. That one was checked.
I mean, he's cutting them down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, he's got it going now. Nice connection there, DC.
Another punch landed.
Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jab, DC?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab. But you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most thrown punch, and the first one you learn is a jab.
Right.
And in MMA, guys are starting to take that same approach because it is such an effective weapon.
Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight. It almost looked like he went limp there for a second. Big leg kick land.
Goes down again!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Let's go! Keep pushing forward!
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Hard shots landing on both sides here. Right hand on point.
He has a commitment to kick it tonight, and it shows.
All right, so he continues to land that patented jab and keeping his opponent at bay.
You can know that it's coming, but until you're in there with the speed, and the power of that jab, careful. That was crazy.
And just like that, the fight is over.
It's over. It's over. What a performance.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all.
We send it inside now to Bruce Buffer.